Welcome to another exciting episode of the Million Dollar Peddlers. I'm Papercoy, and it's another top 10. Today we're doing the king of beers, Budweiser. A lot of interesting things today. I had zero idea whatsoever. Do check out all of the top 10 videos, especially if you're coming from the paper world like me, because I had no idea about the values of a lot of these things. A lot of really, really cool stuff. 2002 large Budweiser beer mirror sign hunting dog, Brittany Spaniel, 28 by 33. $151 shipping, ground advantage on that. Ouch. You're going to definitely want to pack that really, really nicely, though. It is definitely oversized. $1,000 on that, though. Interesting looking item. Not easy to find by any means whatsoever. Huge, huge item, though. Again, the shipping on that, oof, but I see why. Coming in at number 9, Budweiser Bock flat top beer can, $1,195. I mean, we know it's an older beer can, and that is a whole world onto itself there with beer cans. It's got the wear on it as well, and it went for $1,195. Obviously, a very rare can on that as well, not even a cone top, just a rare can, and really, really neat. You don't tend to find these too often, or I don't tend to find these at estate sales. They tend to be long gone before I get in, but definitely a very, very cool can. Budweiser beer, Bud 1, blimp bar sign, very rare, new old stock, $800. This is a nice shape one and a little less shape that looks like it had been displayed. Went for about $600. Still a great, great piece on this. Trying to see if it tells the size. 18 by 49 on that. Will be shipped in outer box to preserve original shippers. So you even get another box around this over here. $446 shipping on that. Wow. That's just, I mean, you can start getting into those oversized charges. So be prepared if you buy something rather like this to know that the shipping will be crazy, crazy high, but also know that the people buying it will know that that's what it should be. Make sure you put in accurate shipping dimensions, because otherwise you don't want to, you don't want to charge somebody $50 to ship this and get hit with a $400 overcharge. You would lose money on that. Just a good idea if you're a seller. Coming in next, rare Anheuser-Busch framed print Miss Budweiser Bernie Little, signed, $1,225 item over here as well, $64 on that. Shipping looks to be a bargain on that compared to the other ones. 20 by 30, another just large framed item over there. Seeing a lot of things over here in Budweiser. You got to be very, very careful to ship, so you got to make sure that you know what you're doing with the shipping when you're buying things like this. Rare resin, 1/16 Kenny Bernstein Budweiser NHRA Buick LeSabre Batmobile Funny Car, $1,300 on that. Free shipping. Finally some shipping I can afford. Really neat little item right over here without a doubt. Awesome looking car right over there. Coming in next, Budweiser salutes Air Force, Army, Coast Guard, Marines, Navy mirrors. Got all 5 of them together, $1,600, just over $300 a mirror. He's doing free shipping on that. Oof. He might be paying a little more than he thinks on that. Boy, 20 by 26 on that over there roughly. So by the time you frame those up nicely, going to be fun to pack those. But whoever bought it definitely got a great deal, because they got all 5 of them together, all in one lot. They don't have to go out and search for them and, I got to pay this for this for this. Got all 5 of them together. Great deal. No questions asked. Your set's complete. So very awesome item right there for your men's cave. Budweiser beer, Figaro Ford Woody Surf Wagon, lighted sign for your pool table, $1,661 with $150 shipping on that as well. So $1,800 overall all in. Neat little sign over there, 46 inches long, 14 inches wide, 22 inches tall. It is huge. It is well used, so it obviously, I'm sure it was hit with the various pool cues and all that. It actually doesn't look bad whatsoever. So he says it was well used. Overall, that doesn't really look too bad at all for hanging over a pool table somewhere. Up next, Moschino Budweiser strapless dress, $2,500 on that. I would not in a million years have suspected something or other like that. I don't know dresses, but in a million years I would never have thought this at all. Size small on this over here as well. Never worn. Just wow. I'm just going to say wow on that. Coming in at number 2, vintage 34 millimeter Rolex Oyster Date Precision Shell Oyster Budweiser dial. First I said, oh yeah, sure, because a lot of times you'll see the various Rolexes and they'll call it like a Superman or a Batman or a this or a that, and it turns out that that's just the nickname for it. No, this absolutely does have the Anheuser-Busch symbol on it, the Budweiser symbol on it right there, as you see. Something that if you're a Budweiser collector, start saving your pennies, because not cheap to buy a Rolex, but really, really cool. Seems like a pretty decent price as well on that. And coming in at the most expensive, and this was the highest price one of these. These do sell regularly for a couple of grand. $5,000 does have free shipping. Budweiser Carousel Clydesdale Parade Light New Old Stock with original box. I think it's because the original box, and in fact, this doesn't look like it was ever used. So this is the best condition one you're going to find out there. Other ones that were in a little lesser condition do go for a couple of $1,000s less. Still an incredible item if you happen to be able to find it. Does not give the size on it, so I would be kind of interested in knowing what size it is as well. But really neat little item right over there. And we always do some bonuses for you, such as the vintage Budweiser Beer Light Sign Campfire Fishing Scene from the 1950s, 12 by 19, $700 item with free shipping on that as well. Just really neat item right over there, and does again show it lit as well, just to show that it does work. Really good idea to do that. Sometimes you do that with the video as well. You'll show plugging it in and show it turning on and the like as well. That is a good time to use the video feature over on eBay. This, how neat looking is this? It goes for about $500 to $700. This was the highest priced one there. Budweiser Baseball Glove 2016 Man Cave Game Room 46-inch throne chair. Just interesting item right over there. Just trying to read. A functional piece for playing baseball. At 46 inches, you must have an awfully big hand. Just saying that. Just a neat item, though, definitely on that over there. 29 vintage Budweiser Great Kings and Queens of Africa posters, 12.5 by 20. I think these were throughout the 80s, if I remember right, 84 through 95 on these. And he, of course, pictured them all as well. So very neat item right there. Very neat collection. I've not seen these out there. Now that I know they go for 20 bucks each and a lot, I'm going to keep my eyes open. Vintage 1973, the Budweiser Girl Stein set, $650. Did get a bid on that, sold at auction as well on that. Neat little Steins over there. Made in Italy, 73. They're covered in dust. No size listing on there over there, so I'm not exactly sure how tall they are. But pretty neat item right over there if you happen to see it out there. The Budweiser Girl, yep, right there in the bottom of each one. Budweiser Budman Stein, $725 on that. Look at that. Going to definitely be keeping my eyes open for something like that. I had no idea whatsoever on that. Unpainted. Okay. All right. Some say it's a 73 prototype. Well, others say it just didn't get painted. I've only seen 4 total. This collector ever seen 4. So it's the fact that it's unpainted is what really makes it valuable, allegedly. Did not put the size on it. I guess you just don't list how big Steins are. And the final bonus item this week, Holiday Christmas Steins 1980 to 2020, new in box, 41 Steins total, $680. Actually, doesn't seem like that bad of a deal when you figure out that's, what, $17 a Stein or something other like that. Really not crazy expensive when you figure $17 a Stein on them. All the time and trouble to sit there and get them all together. Pretty neat over here. 80 to 92 issue without boxes. There we are. So pretty neat little item there, though, nonetheless. If you could hit the like button, definitely would appreciate it. We're going to see you next video. Check out all the top 10. We always are going into different collecting categories.